Yo, what's up? I'm Chris Ttrenberth at Hardcore 24 Gym in Tucson. Dude, thanks for having me here today.
Yeah, no problem.
It's great to meet you. Have we met before?
Yeah, we met before. We met a couple shows in Arizona.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the shows because that's what got you into, opening up your own gym and you're a competitor yourself.
Yeah.
And yeah, so talk about that for a minute.
I started when I was 17. I did my first show here in Arizona. Born in Paradise Valley, moved to Tucson. I actually started in powerlifting. I switched over to bodybuilding, and I did my first bodybuilding show when I was 17, a mile show, and then I've done 8 since. And this year I'm actually going to be competing to go to the Dennis James Classic 2016, nice. And then I'm also going to be doing the Phoenix Europa October 10th and 11th in 2015. That's going to be for powerlifting, where hopefully I'll set a couple world records there.
And what exercise?
The bench press and the deadlift.
Nice. Wow.
Current bench press about 420 and the record is 406, and my current deadlift is about 555 and the deadlift I think is 580, so we'll see how that goes.
Wow, that's I can't even imagine lifting that kind of weight. And by the way, the best bodybuilders have a powerlifting background usually, so go figure you have success on the stage as well as grinding it out. But you look like a bodybuilder because you have a V-taper.
Yeah.
And a lot of these powerlifters like a Metroflex, and they're gonna watch this and they're gonna get mad at me and they're gonna want to kick my ass. But they're big guys. They're really big. But so I don't know a lot about powerlifting. So is it how much you weigh?
Yeah.
And so you're not going to. So it doesn't matter if.
It goes by weight class. It also goes by age group. So I'm actually only 23 right now. I compete in the open and the junior division, which is 20 to 23, and the open's obviously open. But for me, to be a little bit more competitive, I like to actually diet down, and obviously from my bodybuilding background, I'm pretty good at that. So I can get at lean percents of body fat when I compete and hold my strength rather than competing at a higher weight class.
Did you start powerlifting for football?
Yeah, I started playing football, actually like Pee-wee stuff, like Pop Warner, stuff like that. And then my dad was my coach, so I transitioned into high school football. And then from there, I kind of dropped off. I just like lifting weights more than I did being on the field. So,
well, I know somebody like that right over there, right? Jordan Collins. So so Tucson, Paradise Valley. Why'd you choose Tucson? Paradise Valley seems pretty nice. I mean, not that Tucson isn't, but it just seems like it's the valley.
Yeah, I mean, at the time, my dad moved out here, and my dad's a single parent, so kind of just moved out with him. We had a little adversity, but overcome that. And honestly, I mean, I like Tucson. I like Paradise Valley too. I still go up there a lot. Still go to Phoenix.
Adversity is what makes a champion.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the wins don't really define a champion. It's the losses that do.
Not so much as a champion too. Your character.
Right.
Exactly.
Good deal. Good deal. So I want to take a look around this gym a little bit. First, when I walk in, I'm thinking it's hardcore, but it seems high end at the same time because everything you have is super nice. So let's take a look. First, let's just take a look at these dumbbells. What kind are these?
These are actually just standard Rogue dumbbells. They're hex dumbbells, coated in a polyurethane coat. I have 5 through 125, and then we actually have 130 through 150 on the way. Those are actually going to be solid concrete though, and they'll be from a different brand. This brand doesn't make anything higher than 125, so this is how we got right here.
So these are the kettlebells. I don't know what to do with a kettlebell. What do you do with a kettlebell?
You can do a lot of things. You can do Turkish get-ups.
Because we all know what a Turkish get-up is.
Oh man, that's a hard one to go over right now.
but no, really, I mean, just for basics, like what are the kettlebells?
Basically, kettlebells you can use for swings. You can use them for. I mean, I have a couple doubles, so we even we'll use those on the bands for the bamboo bar, which we'll go over in a minute.
Yeah.
Swings are probably my favorite thing. They really help your deadlift. I'll show you real quick. So basically, you start in a power or a hang clean position, and then you just swing the kettlebell up.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a lot of other things you can do. They're great for
mobility. That's gonna kind of hit like the entire gut. They're gonna hit your rear delt, your lateral outside of your delt.
It's actually a real functional movement too. It promotes your posterior chain, and it helps with athleticism. So like if you're gonna do like long jump, or if you're gonna be a sprinter or anything like that, or if you're an Olympic lifter, this will really put pounds on your deadlift for sure.
You seem to know your way around the body, like the way you talk about it, like all the different muscles. And
I've done a lot of studying.
So nothing like in college, like you're not
No, actually, I did 2 years. I have my associates in business from Human Community College, but my original, I went to be a registered dietitian, and then I just felt like, honestly, I could learn more just by going through people's classes, doing my own research, looking up different studies and stuff like that, and actually just trying it on my clients and trying it on myself, rather than spending, $50K a year for something that I don't really want to do.
Are you a personal trainer as well as a gym owner? So you have clients who come in, you take them through, whether it's you take them through for a contest, like the full meal prep, posing, training, everything?
Yeah, me and Melissa Tucker, actually, she's an IFBB pro. She trains out of this gym.
Oh.
We
Melissa Tucker? She's
like,
she doesn't want to come over here. What's wrong? You look beautiful.
Thank you, boys.
So you had that IFBB pro credential. That's awesome. And so are you, Melissa. But no, really. So she does a lot of like the meal prepping stuff, or are you like the guy that does the training, or you guys both mix it up, or how do you guys work that?
Yeah, we actually both train out of this gym. So she has her kind of clientele, and I have mine, but we actually coexist really well because we both have kind of the same ethics. We have the same ideas and principles behind our training. We just want to make sure people are safe, people get the results that they want in a timely manner, and without hurting people's metabolisms, hurting their wallets, and we just want to make sure that everybody's doing it right, so that way they don't get injured.
So this is not just a gym. This is a gym for anybody to come in. It's not just a private gym where you come in and it's all about personal training.
We have
like a private studio, or is this open to the public?
It's open to the public. We have a lot of people that we have a lot of powerlifters, bodybuilders, stuff like that. I obviously run my bodybuilding clients, a couple of bikini chicks, and I do a lot of athletic stuff. So I work with a couple of football players, a sprinter.
Cool. Strength training.
But I get a lot of people that just want to lose weight. Obviously, my dietitian background. I'll provide not really so much as meal plans, but kind of diet monitoring. We track calories, macros, stuff like that. We do it through a progression form, so that way we can track how much weight loss you've done. Go over your body fat with a skin caliper.
A lot of people like that. The more information people have, the better.
Yeah.
And it makes it easier for you because you're answering the questions before they ask them, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's kind of cool because if I came in to get training, I'd be like asking these different things that you already do. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely helps people out when I can show them progress along the way rather than just giving them something and say follow.
Yeah, you look good.
Yeah.
Well, we'll take it over to the other side. Let's cut this and we'll go over and we'll get set up. It's in slow-mo. All right, Chris is taking me around Hardcore 24. What is this apparatus here?
So right here, so right here we have actually, if you want to shoot up here a little bit, we have the gymnastic rings. We use those for a lot of ab training, do dips. I have a couple of gymnastics people in here, but for the most part, people just use it for functional strength, stuff like that. As far as this goes, I actually designed this. It's just a couple of Rogue 3x3 pieces, and I mounted some bars to the back of it. We call it the dog sled. It's mostly meant for stretching. So what you do is you just attach a band to it, a small one or a large one. I know you don't have this at your average gym, but then you can just go ahead and whatever you're going to stretch. Let's say you're going to stretch your lat or your tricep, you can go ahead and get a real deep stretch out of it.
Just that alone looks awesome. Now, what if I came in here and I wanted to stretch out my tricep? How would I know how to do that?
Well, that's one of the good things about working with me is I'll go run everything through for you.
Does that cost extra though if I forget? I'm like, hey Chris. He's like, well, if you want my time, it's $10.
No, definitely not. If you're in here and I'm in here, my motto is if you give me 100%, I'll give you 120%. So basically, if you come to this gym and you're putting in effort to get better, I'm going to put all of my effort into making you better, whether you pay me or not. Obviously, if you're a higher paying client, if you do one of my higher end programs, you're going to get more out of it. You get free PT sessions, stuff like that, one-on-one training. But just as far as coming to the gym, if I'm not here, there's so many knowledgeable people in here that you're definitely going to benefit a lot.
Wow. Yeah, so if you came in and I'm like, hey, I want to stretch my shoulder.
Yeah.
How do I do it? And you weren't here, I could ask somebody else. They'd probably go, should we?
Yeah, exactly. I have 2 independent trainers out of here also.
Oh,
so,
okay.
They're usually here if I'm not here, and then I'm always available for questions. You can call, text, or email me anytime.
And let's tell them how to get hold of you.
Yeah, so the Hardcore 24 has a Facebook page, or you can go to hardcore24gym.co. you can email me at hardcore24gym@gmail.com, and then my personal phone number 520-784-3099. If you have any questions, or if you're in the Tucson area and you want to have a good gym to work out at, definitely let me know.
This guy needs to do his own marketing. That was perfect. Take one. Let's stop here, and then we'll go down to the other part, which I have this other stuff.
All right, so here at Hardcore 24, we have 14 different specialty bars. Actually, this one's the bamboo bar. It's actually the earthquake bar. The bamboo bar has a little split in it. We have both of them, but what this bar does is it actually flexes. So when you put it on the bench, you'll wrap the band around it, and then your band's attached to a weight. We use dumbbells or kettlebells. You can use a double band and do an actual Olympic plate with it too if you want. But the band allows it to stretch up and down and back and forth, while the bar moves up and down also. So you're putting all that kinetic energy onto your shoulder and your delt and your rotator cuff, rather than just putting it straight onto your pectoral tendon. So that definitely helps out with your bench press and your stability.
And I've noticed the use of bands with the kettlebells, even in Metroflex, now that you say that.
Yeah.
And people just even on incline or anything, or even on leg press, I see people using bands for everything these days. Is that, what did you say? Because the constant, what was that called?
So basically this is going to use your stability muscles a lot more. It's going to use fast and slow twitch on this bar. But as far as just using bands and resistance training, that's a great tool because you're going to have different tensions on it. When you're at the bottom, it's going to be less of a tension than when you're fully at the top. Or you can do a reverse band to where at the bottom, it's taking the most amount of weight off, and as you come up, it's getting heavier and heavier throughout your lockout. Usually for a squat or a deadlift or something like that.
Nice, sounds good. Well, a couple different benches here. This is just a regular bench here, Chris.
This one's actually the competition bench press. It's 12.5 inches wide,
look at
by
how wide
1.5 inches thick. And this one's our Thompson fat pad, so it's 4 inches thick by 14.5 inches wide.
A lot of girth on this.
Yeah. So I usually use this one for if you're a bigger guy and you have obviously with a big bench press, you have a big back, so you have more coverage, which equals more leverage to the bar.
This looks great.
Definitely. So you can definitely get a better setup out of that.
Way too much weight for me. Yeah. This is awesome, man. I want to, after this is over, I actually want to hit that and see how that feels.
Yeah, it's a good learning tool because I can get people to squeeze their scapulars back and get their shoulders down better on a wider bench than if you were to use a regular competition bench.
Right, because we've been doing it for so long, it's second nature. But you get somebody else in here, they're arching their back. Or
Exactly.
What else you want to show me?
Right here we have the squat cage. We also have the monolith attachment. It's set up for me and a couple other people right now. We usually do powerlifting.
What's this for?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Also rack system.
Yeah, so it's a monolith. So basically what happens is you put the bar on it and it swings out. So you'll get into position, and as soon as you pick the bar up,
So
you're already
you're not
set and ready to go.
stepping and
You don't step
possibly
back at
hurting
all.
your knee or whatever.
Yeah.
That
It's mostly
is
used
cool.
for gear lifters, but we have a lot of guys, especially on box squat
Did you
days.
say for gear lifters?
Gear lifters. When I say gear lifters, I mean
I'm thinking roids.
no. I'm thinking.
Were you thinking roids, people?
Yep.
You're thinking roids too.
Powerlifting. So you have a squat suit or a deadlift suit.
Oh yeah. Now how
But
much?
this would be specifically for a squat suit.
Let me ask you this about the squat suit because you guys look funny in that. Number one, okay? And usually the guys that are wearing those have to squeeze their bodies into these things.
Yeah, it's really tight.
They're really tight. But how much more weight can you press with the suit on?
I mean, a lot of guys right now in bench press shirts, they're getting minimum 100 pounds to 200 pounds, especially if you're an elite bencher out of your shirt.
Wait. That's, I'm thinking about increasing my bench. I'm thinking about increasing it maybe 50 pounds, but you said 100 to 200 pounds.
That's at the top level, yeah. You can get 200 pounds at
Well,
a
how
double
about
wide bench
what's
shirt.
for you? Where you at with one of those?
I've actually never used a bench shirt. I compete raw, so that means the most I'll ever do is classic raw, which means I use knee wraps. The most I've ever done with
So
knee
that's
wraps.
a different division then?
It's a different division.
That'd be cheating.
Exactly. That's why they have different divisions in that. But
I'm so agreeing with the powerlifting thing. Guys, I'm not hardcore at all. Am I hardcore enough to come here?
yeah, man, for sure.
Okay,
Definitely.
good.
So you with those veins right there.
Huh?
That's hardcore.
That's just because I had Mexican food today. Well, let's show me something else, man. I'm excited.
Yeah. So we actually have 2 lat pull downs. Two of the things I really like about this one is it's all plate load. So 50 pounds and 60 pounds. It doesn't have a double pulley. When you get that double pulley, you're actually taking 50%, 35 to 50% of the weight off the actual load when you pull down. And then I'll show them this bar real quick.
Dude, this bar is dope.
Yeah, so I have a bunch of mag bars. Basically what that is it keeps you a neutral position for your wrist. And what that does is it actually allows you to pull more weight. So you're not using as much on your grip, and then if you have tendonitis, it's definitely gonna help out for that.
Just holding that thing feels good on my wrist.
Yeah.
Just holding it there.
Not only that, but actually when your wrists are in a neutral position, you can actually have the bar further forward from you, so that allows you to pull a little bit further down.
See it just hitting right here, awesome.
Exactly, so it gets your lats more.
This guy's pretty thick here. Yeah, cool.
All right, so this next one right here, we also have a low pulley, but this is the floor boot ham. It's the same thing as we have a boot ham over here. Basically what that's for is your calves, your glutes, and your hamstrings. So I'll show you one real quick. Basically what you do is you just get up into position. You let your knees fall through, and you go down and back up, like an ab.
Oh, okay.
Both for your glutes and hamstrings.
Oh, that looks difficult.
It's evil.
It looks evil, dude.
Right.
It's kind of like I do one at Metroflex where you put your feet in, but it's on a lat pull down right here.
That's exactly what that
You
is.
lift your feet in, and then you go down and onto a ball, and then come back up.
That's why we also have
this is a lot easier.
Yeah.
So then push my knees down.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That is evil.
Yeah. If you can get 6 reps out of this thing, you definitely have a well-balanced physique.
I'm very unbalanced today. So
Yeah, most people are a little quad dominant.
that's awesome. Really cool. And this is a butt blaster over here. I already know what this is.
Yeah, so this is our reverse hyper. So actually, you'll put your sternum up a little high, and then you get the weights on the bottom, and you swing. As you go up and down, not only are you working your erectors, your lower back, and your glutes and your hamstrings, obviously, but you're working that posterior chain. And when you have your hands in the high position, and
There's
you
that language again. See, you're working your posterior
chain. Yeah.
See, I can't even say it.
And when you actually get that the momentum to pull through, you're actually decontracting and contracting your spine. So if you do this as a deload on a heavy squat day, it's definitely going to help your lower back.
So at the end of your workout.
Yeah. It actually
stretch.
Yeah, exactly. So it'll actually decompress and compress your spine, and what that does is it simulates spinal fluid flowing up and down your spinal cord. So that actually helps you a lot.
Nice. What's the little spinal fluid between you and a friend? Screw it.
New blood in, old blood out, man. Definitely helps with recovery.
That's awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for the interview today. Is there anything you want to throw a shout out to any of the people out there? You want to throw a thank you? Maybe some news that's up and coming for your gym, some events. I know you have some. You want to have one of the first powerlifting events here too.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the gym a little bit.
Definitely. So we're actually going to look to expand in about 3 to 4 months. A couple people I want to thank. Definitely Melissa Tucker, Tyler Thompson, and then my property manager Deb. She's helped me out a lot. But we're actually looking to do the first USPA meet here in Tucson. It's still in the works. It's still being under review for sanction, and that's probably going to be early 2016.
Okay.
They do have 200% Raws here in Tucson, but there's never been a USPA meet, and that's kind of like the NPC of powerlifting, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
It's a bigger bigger group.
Sounds cool. So do you sponsor the shows too, the bodybuilding shows, or are you involved in that capacity at all?
Yeah, I'm sponsoring the Thunderdome that's coming up.
Oh, nice.
And then from there on out, I think I'll probably sponsor at least 3 to 4 shows a year, if not all of them.
Right.
Especially depending on how many clients and people are training at this gym for those shows. We also
Well, I'm
do
definitely going to hit you up when I come back here for sure.
definitely, man.
And how much are the if I came in just for the day? How much does it cost for the day? It's like $20.
No, it's only a $5 day pass.
$5, guys.
Yeah.
Come down and check out Max 24 in Tucson.
$5 day pass. It definitely beats the 17 at LA Fitness.
That's true.
We do Sunday Fun Day every Sunday. So from like 10 to 2 o'clock, it's open gym, no covers, and then we call it a PR day. So try to hit some heavy weights, stuff like that. If you have questions,
You
that's
walk
where
in,
you
they're
get
handing out pre-workout, you know, for every. No, maybe I'll come down. We'll do something with pro-ups then.
Yeah, we definitely should.
Yeah, maybe one of your Sunday Fun Days. We'll have pro-ups. Everybody come down and grab their carbolic or amino links or whatever out. You know I'm gonna plug pro-ups, guys. Come on.
Definitely.
All right. Want anything else, man?
No, man. That's about it.
Thank you so much, man. Good. Chris Trent.
And you guys can find me at Facebook, www.facebook.com/hardcore24gym. If you want to shoot me an email, it's hardcore24gym@gmail.com. Personal phone number is 520-784-3099. And then you can check out the gym on hardcore24gym.co.
Right on. Well, thank you, Chris Ttrenberth, Hardcore 24 Gym in Tucson. Be sure to come check it out. It's only $5. I want to thank ProSup, Six Pack Bags, Metroflex Gym, Ride Now, Heated Jungle, Swole Swag Watches. Thanks for watching. Please like it, favorite it, tweet it. You know it. Boom.